Welcome back to another People of ILHC. It is now a couple of days after the event, and we are here in the historic Jam Cellar of Washington, D.C. You can start off by telling the audience, the viewers, your name, where you learned to dance, and what your current dance scene is.
Okay. I'm Helene. I learned to dance in New York City, and now I dance here in Washington, D.C.
My name's Dave Lee. I started initially in Dallas, Fort Worth area, but then I quickly moved to DC and have done most of my learning in this area.
I didn't know you were from Dallas, Fort Worth.
Yeah.
I'm Jessica Simpson. I started dancing in college at James Madison University.
JMU.
Yes, but I also lived in Connecticut, so during the summers I danced in Connecticut. I've been dancing for 13 years, and DC is my home scene.
How long have you been dancing?
About 19 years.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
It's about 8 years now.
And how many ILHCs have you attended?
Every single one of them.
So this is interesting. DC has been my scene for 10 years, and this is my first full ILHC. I went on a Thursday to the first one, and I think I went on a Sunday to another one, but that's it.
How many ILHCs have you attended?
Only 3.
How have you seen the event change from the very beginning to this most recent one?
That's a great question. I mean, obviously the format has changed to some degree. Like this year they did entire spotlighted songs for the Invitational Jack and Jill to a live band. We had the slow this year. There's been the juniors in the last few years.
I particularly liked the spotlighting for the Invitational. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that was great, and not many bands could play like 11 or 12 interesting songs, and keep the energy. Like every song had a kind of similar feel in which, you know, we would go into the shout chorus section, and so that would give, you know, that energy to do something exciting for the dancers. Usually it's difficult enough just to have one song that you play long enough for a jam to, and make each part of the jam interesting, which Jonathan Stout does to an amazing degree. Hands off to Paul and the Boilermakers.
Did you compete to this weekend?
Yes, I always tell myself I'm going to take it easy, but I ended up competing in 5 contests.
5 contests. Which 5 were those?
I did all the improvised ones, so the Strictly's for Balboa and the advanced Strictly with Jessica Nothenberger, and then I did the All-Star Jack and Jill and the Balboa Jack and Jill, as well as the solo Charles. So
I'm amazed that you have any energy now 2 days after the fact.
Oh, it was a killer.
Did you have a favorite competition that you watched at ILHC?
Oh, that's a very good question. I really liked the Invitational Jack and Jill. Yes. The youth program is also
the juniors.
Yes.
So good.
Oh, and the Pro-Am.
The Pro-Am was excellent.
The Pro-Am was good. Those are my favorite.
I agree with all those.
I mean, I really enjoy the All-Star Invitational Jack and Jill that they have at the end. That's always fun. Always fun.
What would you say was, for you, the best part of this year's ILHC?
I mean, just having those dances with you know, during the social dance time, and you know, getting 3 or 4 in a row with someone, you can really have that time to explore with them creative ideas, and that is surrounded around awesome inspirational contest. Makes those dances much more inspirational than if it was just social dancing. But in terms of the performances, there were several that stood out to me. Ryan Calloway and Ann Money's classic.
Oh yes.
With the interesting arm angles, I thought that was amazing, and it had a sense of humor that was different from what you normally watch. And also, I love the All-Star Jack and Jill with Han Jun Choi and Mike Roberts. The way they listened to each other and told the story throughout the whole dance really spoke to me.
Awesome. You can actually see those routines right now on YouTube and see just how amazing they are.
They are amazing.
Yeah. What was the best part of ILHC for you this year?
I loved the Boilermakers. The Boilermakers were so good on Sunday. They just were on. Like, the bands were good all weekend, but the Boilermakers were really, really good.
I also really liked the All-Star Band on, what was it, Friday night?
Yeah, the All-Star Band on Friday was amazing. The bands were so good.
They're really good.
You know what? I went to the LED talk with
Yes.
the band leaders on Saturday, and I thought that was so illuminating.
The LED talks, yes.
Yes, because not only did they have so much interesting stuff to say about playing for dancers, but they also give their backgrounds, and I didn't realize how many of them had been dancers to start with. those who weren't, they also had interesting anecdotes about how they kind of learned about dancing through their years of band leading.
That's very cool. ILHC does this thing where it's their version of TED Talks, but it's about Lindy, so they're LED Talks. And you're the first person who's mentioned it, so thank you so much for mentioning that. Now that you finally committed and attended a full one of your own, what would you say to the people who aren't sure about coming?
Okay, first I would have to say that you need to be prepared. Watch some videos from this year and from last year's and understand how intense this competition is and how exciting it is to watch it. And get inspired for the weekend.
Yeah.
You know, but don't get bogged down in the bigness of it. You know, it's a huge event. You don't know everybody. I don't know everybody. I haven't traveled much lately, and it's a little tough. You know, social dancing. You haven't been around much lately, so I think just relax, listen to music, have a good time. Don't take yourself too seriously, but feel the inspiration.
I think that's really good advice.
I mean, hundreds of the best Lindy Hoppers around, inspirational contests to make your social dancing that much more inspirational, like I was talking about. It's not the same, even though the contests are uploaded to the videos. Watching them in person is a much different experience. The spirit that they're bringing is not captured in videos. Also, just the little movements that you see the dancers doing, which both hides mistakes, but also hides all the good things too. And you don't get to see unless you're there present in the moment. And just hearing the crowd respond gets you prepped and ready to be more excited for the things you're watching. For all those reasons, come next year.
For all those reasons, come next year. Are there any last things you'd like to say to the viewers before we go?
Hope to see you at ILHC next year.
That's a good hope. I hope so as well.
ILHC is great, but make sure you come to DC for DCLX too, because it's also awesome.
Yes, you should come for DCLX as well.
Yes.
Thanks, Helene.
Thanks
for watching.
Bye.
Thanks for joining me, and thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jess. Thank you all for watching, and bye. So ILHC is the most Lindy Hop intensive event that you've attended.
Yeah, I would also say it's just the most intense event I've attended.
Yeah, when I tell people that the Energizing Bunny actually does get tired, that they're a little bit amazed, but I think it will.